What's going on, guys? How's it going? I have found my friend here, Elliot Roe,
Hey.
my longtime mental game coach. We were actually checking in at the hotel, and he was in the line in front of me.
Right.
Never met in person, so that was pretty cool. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about a couple tips from transitioning online to live, and sort of some of the things you can expect for the first time, specifically from like a mental game side, which is what Elliot does. We'll get to that in a second, but Elliot, let's find out a little bit about you here. Why are you here in the first place?
So I'd flown into Vegas yesterday because I had two players make it to the final table of the Super High Roller Bowl, which was a $300,000 buy-in tournament. So it was a very, very good night for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had, Matt Berkey came fifth
Right.
for $1.1 million, and then Fedor Holst, who I'd also been working with, came second. He actually chopped it, but officially $3.5 million for him. So it was a
Right.
good night in Vegas.
That was a crazy tournament. So
Yeah.
to have two guys at the final table is pretty
It was very
pretty nuts, man. So in poker, Elliot, and you do work outside poker, I know
Yeah.
as well. But what is it that you do?
Okay, so I help guys with their mindset so that they're able to play their hands at the table in the way that they believe they should be able to play their hands.
Right.
So a lot of people have mindset resistance, perhaps, to calling when they know they should be calling, folding when they should be folding. So they might play differently at the table to when they then look at the hand history afterwards and say, why did I do this? And often it's a mindset problem that's stopping them from being optimal. So,
Right.
so that's the work that I do, is help people play the way they know they should.
Perfect. Absolutely. So I've been working with Elliot for how long? 6-7 months now?
Yeah, about that.
And a lot of the changes that we've made, you guys have seen in the vlog, being healthier, eating better, working with a personal trainer, getting better at poker, these are the things that I talk with Elliot about. And Elliot's just like, that's what you got to do. I was like, all right, I got to do that, So a lot of the improvements you guys have seen is because of this guy, so I highly recommend.
Thank you.
Anyways, we're going to talk about a couple tips from transitioning online to live. I imagine there's a lot of people out there that have never played the World Series before. They'd like to come play an event. What do you say is going to be different?
Well, sort of first off is just be aware of how tiring it can be. There'll be very, very long days, and it's something, it's quite physically brutal
Right.
sometimes to be sitting there, especially if you're doing a whole series. So some guys will be online players that have never played live, and then they'll be looking to play live every single day for 6 weeks, and it absolutely crushes them. You'll see people looking fresh today on the first day of the series, and in 3 or 4 weeks' time they'll look like zombies because they're not taking breaks. So if you are coming out here, make sure you have those breaks planned in,
Right.
and you have proper break days. So the break days aren't drinking and partying. The
Right.
break days are going to a spa, going for a hike, are truly relaxing and making sure that you're prepped to continue playing well in the series.
Right. Okay.
Another thing to be aware of is if you are an online grinder and you're playing live for the first time, it can be a bit more intimidating at the table. There's a lot of table talk, there are people giving away tells and reads.
Right.
You'll probably worry about giving away reads and tells yourself as well. So it's useful researching that stuff. There are some good books out there. Reading Poker Tells is good by Zach Elwood,
Right.
and it can give you some of the background information you need so that you're not going in there sort of defenseless.
Right. Yeah.
As it
Yeah.
were, from that side.
For sure. That's awesome. Yeah, I think hitting both those points is good. The break thing is something that maybe we should talk about our next session. I don't do breaks very well, but it's true. I know after like a week of grind, and you see it from the guys that play live.
As I say,
I mean, they just look tired.
there'll be some zombies there.
Yeah.
The problem is you've got to think about not how you're doing versus the field. It's how you're going to do if you make it to the final table that day, because all of these are top heavy. So
Right.
you have to be thinking, can I realistically come first, second, third with the way I feel in my current mindset?
Right.
And if you can't see yourself being able to focus for that long, then it's not the tournament for you. Take a day off and then go back again. But it's all about being in the mindset to take that first, second, third place.
There you go. Awesome, Elliot. Thanks so much for talking, man. I
No
appreciate
worries,
it.
and nice to meet you in the line.
Yeah, it was a freak meeting, but we got a nice YouTube video out of it. So, anyways, guys, I will link up Elliot's stuff down in the description below. You should definitely check it out. He's changed my life forever. So, yeah, thanks so much for coming on, man, and
Thanks,
we will
guys.
see you guys for the next video.